welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing and doing a first impressions and also a full beat of this face on camera using the Alien palette by Jeffree Star. Let's just say this is a very interesting palette. This is the look that I came up with on my eyes. I do not know what this purple dot here is, but I feel like an alien. It's giving me kind of like alien vibes, if you know what I mean. Anyways guys, with that being said, don't forget to like this video if by the end of the video you like my reviews, first impressions, full beat, I don't know. Let me know if you like it by giving it a thumbs up. Also, if you're not yet a part of our TSQUADFAM and you'd like to join, don't forget to subscribe down below. Also, don't forget to turn on your post notification bell so YouTube alerts you every time I upload a video. And also when I upload the 10 days of holiday makeup, which is going to be December 10th all the way up until December 21st. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to follow me on Snapchat and on Instagram because when I'm not here, I am most likely over there. So go follow me there. And with that being said, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video and let's get started with the full beat. All right, guys, we are ready to do this. We're ready to do this. Let me know if you guys are like this or if it's just me. I get excited when I get a new like plushy sweater or like new slippers. Is that like I'm going old kind of thing? I don't know. I get excited for things like this, but I think I'm gonna remove my sweater just because I know it's gonna get hot, but I'm kind of cold right now. I have myself some iced black tea. Give me a thumbs up if you like black tea. It came in a pink box like this with green wrapping paper. It came in a kind of like glittery holographic-y box. I really like the box, the whole alien vibey situation. And what I love the most, you guys, is that it was wrapped in this green paper with the Jeffree Star logo and also like an alien kind of face. I know a lot of people didn't get this type of wrapping, but I did and I thought it was so cute. I love the fact that Jeffree Star puts a lot of work and dedication and passion into the whole what do you call it, wrapping paper and from the box, from the packaging, all of that. I feel like not a lot of people dedicate a lot of time and, you know, put a lot of effort into it, which I appreciate. And then this is the palette here. I was very excited. I have never ever in my entire life tried a Jeffree Star eyeshadow, a Jeffree Star palette, none of that. If you guys have been following me ever since I started doing YouTube videos, then you know that the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Velour Liquid Lipstick formula is by far my favorite. It is one of the best, if not the best, out on the market. It is the best, hands down, like hands down the best. So I was telling Jesus, I'm like, you know what, I really need to try his eyeshadows because I've never gotten around trying any of his eyeshadow formulas. So I was really excited. And I got the Alien palette just because I thought the packaging was pretty cool, even though I'm not a pink person. I don't like the color pink. So this is the palette here. I love it. I love the whole vibe. Like, hello, it's something very different and something very original. When you open it, you do get a really big mirror and then you get the shadows here. I don't want to blind you guys, but those are the shadows. Now, I received the palette about a week ago. I will say it took me, I want to say, a little less than a month, but close to a month to receive the palette, if not a month. I don't really remember, but it took me a really long time. So I was very disappointed in the fact that the shipping took forever. But these are the shadows here, you guys. When I looked at the palette online, it was definitely a palette that I don't know, the shadows were pretty promising when he was swatching them on his video. And again, if you're new here, I do not like to do swatches. I feel like swatches are bad, you know what I mean? Because I feel like swatches just don't do justice. I hate swatches with all of my heart because most of the time swatches will perform perfectly on your arm or like on a swatch, and then they will perform like shit on the eyes, and vice versa. Like they can either swatch like shit but perform pretty badass on the eyes. So I don't really like to do swatches or anything like that here on my channel. By seeing the shadows perform on his eyes, I really fell in love with them. I am like, oh my gosh, they look pretty pigmented, and I was like super excited to try his eyeshadows. And when I received the palette in the mail, I did went ahead and tried the shadows on my eyes, like just playing around, and I will say I was very, very, very disappointed because I love Jeffree. I stand by Jeffree. I love him. I think he's very genuine. I think he's very original, and I love his content. Not only that, but I love his personality, and I love his liquid lipsticks. His liquid lipsticks are the best formula out there on the market. Now, when I tried this palette on my eyes, I'm gonna be very straight up honest with you guys. The purple shadow here called Area 51 was extremely, extremely patchy on my eyelids. It created some type of separation. It was just not good at all. On the other eye, if you guys follow me on Snapchat, then you guys saw when I did post this. On the other eye, I did went ahead and try the shimmery shadows from the palette, and they are, if I'm not mistaken, they're the exact same formula as his new baked something highlighters that he just launched, where you apply them and they are super, super glittery. Glittery is the word. They're not metallic-y, they're just glittery. It's basically like a pressed kind of glitter. So when I applied it on my lid, it was glittery, and the glitter just like went all over the place. I was very disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. But I decided to give this palette a second chance and kind of test it out here on camera. I don't know if I'm going to be using the purple from the palette just because I had such a bad experience. I love the fact that you can really just flip, like grab color and then just flip it and then just do your makeup. I love that. I really do not know what colors to pick or what to play around with. This is a very overwhelming palette, I'm not going to lie. But I think I want to do kind of like a halo eye situation. I don't know, kind of want to do that. So I'm actually going to take the exact same brush and I'm going to dip into Abduction, which is this like green shadow, kind of like a lime green, and this one doesn't really have pickup, which is good. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab that. And I'm actually just going to pop this on my transition area back and forth, kind of creating a base for all the rest of the shadows. Keep in mind that these shadows, like this palette, out of all of them, I know it's crazy. I really wanted to try the Thirsty palette, but I wanted to go with this one just because I thought it was really original. The whole concept behind the palette, the packaging, everything about the palette, I thought it was pretty nice. I really like the whole concept of it, and not only that, but the colors are pretty different, not something that I typically have in my collection already. So that's why I went with this one instead of the other one. I'm gonna go in with the shade Flying Saucer, which is this like teal green kind of color. I really like it. I'm just going to start by packing it on the outer part of my eye, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pack it on my inner part of the eye. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack it, and then I'm gonna go in and blend it out. Also, I normally like to do my face first and then my eyeshadow because I see the vision better if I do it that way. But because this palette has a ton of fallout, I didn't want to do that, so I was gonna mess up my face. I've been working on 10 days of holiday makeup. If you guys do not know what that is from December 10th all the way up until the 20th, I am going to be uploading a video every single day. It's going to be an eyeshadow tutorial using the James Charles and Morphe collab. And then on the 11th day, which is going to be December 21, which is my birthday, I'm actually going to be doing a recap of everything, kind of letting you guys know my final thoughts on the palette, because I feel like now that I've used it a couple days, I have my thoughts kind of rounded up. So it's going to be a good one. Alright guys, so now that I have that green teal kind of color layered down, now I'm going to go back into my blending brush and I'm just going to go ahead and blend the edges. Now I'm going to go ahead and take Martian Soil, which is like, this is one of my favorite colors from the palette actually. It's the orangey kind of mustardy shade here. I'm just gonna use that shade to blend the upper part of the eye. I'm gonna go ahead and mesh this on top here. And I'm actually not going to cut my lid or anything like that. I'm kind of debating. I kind of want to mix a couple of the shimmery shadows on the palette. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Kara Beauty K36. I'm going to go ahead and wet the brush, nice and coat it with some setting spray. And I'm going to take this shade here called UFO. Yeah, I could swear that this is the exact same formula as his highlighters, like I swear. So I'm gonna try doing stamping motions with this one, just because last time I didn't do stamping motions and I also didn't wet my brush, so this might kind of help the shadow kind of adhere to the eyelid, if that makes sense. Okay, I really like how that looks. I'm actually going to go ahead and spritz my brush one more time. And I'm going to go ahead and take Interstellar, which is this one here. This one looks like a dark one in the palette, like a dark gray, but it actually has some like a yellow kind of dual chrome to it. So I feel like it'll look pretty nice. Let me see. Kind of. I'm just going to go ahead and intensify the green a little bit more just because the glittery shadow did take away from the green. So I'm just going to go ahead and... Okay, so I was actually debating whether or not to do the face on camera, but because you guys are going to be seeing a lot of eyeshadow tutorials and not really like, you know, my full face beat, I'm actually going to include it in today's video. Why not? We're going to do the exact same routine that I always do, my favorite and ever. I already went ahead and applied some of the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. You guys know that I love this. And for foundation, my one and only Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place. Pretty sure you guys know that I am obsessed with this foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and dot it all over. I'm going to say it again just in case we have new people and you guys do not know. This is a full coverage foundation. It is heat resistant, it is waterproof, it is humidity resistant or humidity proof, however you want to call it. I cannot breathe. But anyways, it does not clog my pores. It gives me just a beautiful full coverage. It lasts hours and hours and hours, and by hours I mean it lasts all day, all night. I find it to be pretty good in the summer and in the winter, and especially in the summer heat here in Vegas. You guys know that it gets pretty hot, so it doesn't really move, it doesn't really budge. I don't know, I love this foundation so much. A little bit goes a really long way, and yeah, I love this. It's my favorite foundation. Also applying this with the AOA Studio Sponge. This is only $1, you guys, and it is pretty freaking bomb. For concealer, I'm going to be using my newest favorite. I'm pretty sure you guys saw it in my favorites video. I only have two right here. So I'm going to be using the liquid Catrice, rewind. So for concealer, I'm going to be using the Catrice Cosmetics Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer 24-Hour Waterproof Wear. I'm going to be using the shade 015 Honey. And I'm just going to apply some underneath my eyes. Yes. I'm also going to apply some in between the brows and on my forehead. I'm going to do a line down the nose, and I'm also going to apply some on my chin here and around my mouth because I do get like darker right there. I don't know why. Also, did you guys order the Leslie O. Martha lip gloss? Let me know in the comment section down below. I ordered mine. I was supposed to get it today, which I hope I do get it today, but I haven't really gotten it, so then I'm gonna go ahead and contour with the Makeup Revolution foundation in the shade F12. I feel like I need... By the way, all of these products for the face that I'm using are my absolute favorite products, like, of time, like, ever. I hate nose contouring. Like, somebody needs to show me how to nose contour because I suck. I'm gonna go ahead and take the stippling brush by EcoTools, and this is what I'm gonna use to kind of blend this out. I feel like it gives me a much more natural blend. I also recently started trying the Live Glam matte liquid lipsticks, which has become one of my all-time favorite formulas. It's like hand in hand with Jeffree Star. I feel like it's pretty much identical, to be very honest with you guys. So if you guys are looking for a much more affordable version of his liquid lipsticks. And then Live Glam is a monthly subscription box. Not box, but service. So you guys do get lipsticks like sent to your house every month. So I don't know. I love subscription boxes because I feel like I get a gift every single month. You know what I mean? Then once I have the powder nice and stamped on my face, I like to go ahead and bake my nose. And I just like to apply some like all over my nose just so that the makeup lasts a really long time. Which I don't even know why I'm doing this. I'm going to remove my makeup right after this, but you guys know me. So I just like to stamp it right there on the nose, kind of leave it a little bit so I can bake. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and bronze my skin, and for this I'm going to go in with the NYC bronzer in the shade Sunny. If you guys follow me, then you guys know I am obsessed with this. I just love it, and I'm taking my favorite BH Cosmetics 114. I love this brush. BH Cosmetics has some of the best brushes, if not the best brushes. The quality is so good. I have like 4 years with this brush set, and they're just so good, you guys. Like, super good. I feel like no brush lasts as long as these. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and bring some color back into my life. I'm gonna go back into this palette here, and I'm gonna go ahead and highlight my brow bone with Pluto, which is the first shade in the palette. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a little bit of Pluto, a little bit. I don't know if I should wet my brush. Let's not wet it first, and let's just go ahead and apply it. Oh yes. Kind of gives it just like a subtle pop. I'm gonna go ahead and take Pluto again, but this time I'm gonna go ahead and spritz my brush. Oh yeah, you see the difference? I feel like, okay, so what I'm noticing is that with Jeffree Star Cosmetics eyeshadows, you definitely want to wet your brush with the shimmery shadows just because they're exactly like his highlighters. Like, to me, I feel like it's the exact same formula as the new highlighters, which I don't mind. They can be very blinding, but you definitely do have to wet them. There we go. Oh, honey. This is giving me some type of vibe. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and take my Morphe setting spray. Ooh, honey, come through. Okay, what highlighter should I use? I kind of want to go with the whole gold vibe, but I'm not. I'm actually going to take the AOA Wonder Studio in the shade Snap. This has been my favorite for, I want to say, close to a year now, if not a year. I've mentioned this in other past videos, you guys. This is so good. It's just $1 and it's bomb. I feel like this is one of the highlighters that you have to scrape the top in order to get some pigment out, but I really like it. Okay, I kind of want to do purple on the lower lash line, but I don't want to fuck it up just because I feel like I really like the whole vibe. Or should we apply some green liner? Let me see if this pops up. This is a glitter green apple eyeliner by the brand Wonder 2 Beauty. see how this one by Morphe performs. This is also a green in the shade Falling for Green. Okay, definitely not my favorite for the waterline because you can't really see it. So I'm gonna stick to this one. This one's very, very pigmented. I'm gonna go ahead and take a flat definer brush. This is the Morphe M432. And I'm gonna take Flying Saucer. I really wanna use the other shades in the palette, but I don't wanna fuck this up. Okay, I'm gonna use Flying Saucer first, and I'm going to stamp that all over the lower lash line to kind of set the liner in place. Now we're in focus. Alright guys, so now I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade Alien, which is the glittery green from the palette. Oh my god, this is so pigmented. And I'm gonna actually buff this on the lower lash line. Let's see how this looks. Ooh, nice! I'm loving this. Alright guys, so we might fuck up the look, but we're gonna go all in today. I kind of don't want to do this, I'm scared. I kind of do and I kind of don't. Yeah. Fuck it. Okay, so I'm actually gonna take Area 51. Oh my god, this shade. You know what's funny is that it's very, very pigmented, but it's also very patchy. There's something wrong with that shadow. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Am I gonna fuck this up? I promise if I do fuck it up, I'm still gonna upload it. I feel like it's gonna look so odd. Like, what is that ball right there? Oh my god, I fucked it up. I feel like I do look like an alien though. Like, what is that, Tanya? What is that? Why would you even fuck up the leg if you had it all good? Fuck. Oh my god, you guys. You know what? We're gonna stop because I feel like I fucked it up already. Like, what is that ball right there? Like, you know what? We're gonna move on. Okay, so I don't know what the fuck I just did. Okay, we're gonna apply some mascara. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Lash Accelerator Mascara by the brand Grwm. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and outline my lips with the Sweet Tea Lip Liner by Morphe. So now for lipstick, I'm going to go ahead and take the Jeffree Star Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Celebrity Skin. This is one of my favorite nudes from him. I'm actually like almost out. I love this lipstick so much. I actually ordered a red one with the palette. Oh, yes. It's like perfect, you know? Alright guys, so this is the finished and completed look. Let me know how you guys like the reviews where I actually do my full face with you guys. But overall, I really like the concept behind the palette. I think it's genius. I love the packaging. I am obsessed with it, even though I am not a pink person. And I love the fact that he put so much heart and soul and dedication into the whole packaging, from the wrapping paper to the box. of the actual component and everything. I really appreciate that. Now, as far as the shades, I will say that they are very pigmented. I love the fact that it has a mirror. I feel like they're very pigmented, like I said, and my overall thoughts, as you guys can see, the shimmery shadow is still on the lid, but it's not one of those shadows that is just going to, it's not one of those shadows that you're gonna layer and it's gonna stay there. The shimmery shadows in this palette are definitely more movable, if that makes sense. Like, you apply them and they're gonna go everywhere unless you use some type of setting spray that has like glycerin, just so they can like adhere better to the lid, which is what I did in this case. Like I said, I did experiment with the palette before. I did play around with it. I tried to do like a purple smoky eye the other day, and I used Area 51 on my lid, and it was definitely patchy. You can see some type of separation. I can definitely show you guys if you guys want to see the separation going on. You guys can snap me if you guys really want to see it, and I'd be more than happy to do it. Or also, if I ever review something, and because we are very small right now, and if you guys want to see like swatches or anything like that, snap me, you guys. I am always like active on Snapchat and on Instagram, and I feel like I connect more with you guys via Snapchat. So if you guys want to see something more in depth, I guess you can say, just snap me and I'll do it for you guys. Overall, I feel like I have to play around with the palette. I feel like I need to play more with the palette. I love the variety of shades in this palette. Definitely something different, something out of my comfort zone, just because I see color. I also see very wearable tones, but I see like the dark side here. I don't know, it's just a very unique palette in my opinion, and I feel like that's why it caught my eye. Overall, I have to say that even though my first impressions on it when I played around with it for the very first time wasn't what I expected, I feel like now that I actually like sat down to film and I used, you know, the right brushes and I used setting spray for the shimmery shadows, I feel like I really like the palette. I really recommend the palette. I think it's really good. So if you're not yet a part of our TSQUAD family and you'd like to join, don't forget to subscribe down below. Also, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up if you like my reviews or first impressions. Let me know. Let me know in the comment section down below if you prefer me to do the 10 days of holiday makeup with my full beat like on camera, or if you just want to see the eyeshadow portion of the video. Let me know, how do you guys want the videos? What kind of style you guys want the videos? That's what I meant. But yeah guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will catch you guys in my next video very soon. Bye guys.